Hello and welcome to Miniatures Rundown. I'm Josh.
And I'm Mitchell.
And it's time for the Sunday Preview Rundown. The guard's here.
Oh god, the guard. They're right outside the door.
I'm going to try not to be obnoxious about this, but we finally have our Astra Militarum, well, not full release.
Yeah.
Because we're missing a bit. We're missing a horse.
And not the horse that... Anyway.
Yeah. So we here's the full codex, of course.
Without the Solar Auxilia, so last time we were right,
Yep.
where we said that the new army boxes are getting a special edition cover.
Solar Leontis. Solar Auxilia is...
well, Solar Auxilia is his sub-faction, right?
No, Solar Auxilia is the Horus Heresy.
Oh, I thought... Never mind.
He's
I've been saying
he's
Solar Auxilia the whole time.
He's the Lord Solar of the Segmentum Solar.
That was a lot of words.
Yes.
Okay.
And
but anyway.
here he is, Lord Solar Leontis. I keep mispronouncing that.
But yeah, so if you have the special edition cover, that's special edition.
He's on top.
He's on top.
He's a guy on a mechanical horse, which is very silly.
It's kind of awesome. I'm not
He
gonna lie
is
to you.
the Lord of all things orders. He orders 3 orders per turn and buffs people he orders.
Yeah, you're going to be the one talking the most here because I have not read this book.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go into it too much.
Right.
But basically, he orders the heck out of everybody. He's very good at it. He can order anybody, including things that normally can't be ordered.
Oh, wow.
So you can give those orders to Bulgrins and Ogrins that normally can't get them, stuff like that.
Because they're very stupid.
He's basically an order machine, and he's not bad in combat, but you probably don't want to put him there.
Yeah. He's almost a foot hero, but he has 4 feet.
Yes, and he is durable-ish, because he's got a nice 4-open ball and some feel no pain, stuff like that. And then we get to Creed, except this is Mrs. Creed.
Yep.
Or probably Miss Creed. I don't think she's married.
Miss Trenchbull?
Yeah, this is Mrs. Trenchbull.
Trenchbull.
Yes. Yeah, so this is Creed's daughter, Ursula. Still going for the bear things, I guess.
Yeah.
Kislev confirmed. She is not quite the god of orders that Lord Solar is, but she is more specifically about buffing the infantry, because when she gives an order to somebody, they get +1 to their strength. Ranged, which matters a lot for things like buffing las guns to strength 4.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff with what was I looking at? One of the demon things where it's you get +1 to strength and you're shooting. And I was like,
yeah,
sweet.
So it puts bombast field guns up to strength 8.
Ooh, nice.
So if you give them take aim, they're hitting on 3s, strength 8, 3 AP, 2 damage, and suddenly they're the best anti-marine thing in the game.
Nice.
Which with Marines getting buffed with the new Arcs of Omen is probably something you might need.
Yeah.
And then we've also got the Cadian shock troops, which is just your generic Cadians. They're probably the best infantry in the book by just generally.
Is this the kit that's in the army box?
This is the kit that's in Cadia stance.
I thought so.
Yes.
They only put out 3 kits, like, very recently. So.
Yeah, this is the Cadia stands Cadian shock troops. They're their own faction now, or their own sub-faction.
Yeah.
They're really good. They're both probably the best offensively and defensively. Offensively, because they have exploding 6s with their las guns.
Yeah.
Defensively, because you can give them Cadia stands, which is a transhuman physiology, which is really good.
Wait, so they have exploding 6s, and then they have a sub-faction that's auto wound on 6s?
So the auto wound on 6s is the Born Soldier is one of your potential sub-factions you can pick. For it's one of your regimental doctrines you can pick for the whole army.
Got it.
These guys also have exploding 6s on just las weapons.
Got it. Okay.
So so it doesn't affect Plasma or Melta. It's just their las guns. But if you're using Take Aim, and you're also using Take Aim from Creed, then you have exploding 6s, strength 4, 1 AP. Suddenly these guys can actually put out some damage.
Yeah, they start stacking up. Like Nighthaunt.
Yes.
Like their guys look like they suck until you put a whole bunch of buffs on them.
And Guard are all about stacking them buffs. Yeah. Speaking of buffs, we got the Cadian Command Squad, these are the cheaper junior orders, folks. Only 1 order, but you can put your upgrade them with things like medics. They can, unlike Creed and Leontis, they can issue that order 24 inches because they have a radio antenna.
Nice.
These are your cheapest version of your command squad, basically. They also do have character protection.
Oh, nice.
Which is really fun.
That is fun.
Especially because you can put an Ogren bodyguard in there. And so now you have a character protection bodyguard. Flee, mortals. What we don't have in this release is the Cadian Castellan.
Oh,
who is the basically generic Creed. He gives a couple orders, buffs them, but not as well. But he's also cheapest by far, and of course he's not a named character, so you can bring multiple. Yeah. He's not in here. He is not up for order.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that guy.
And I guess we should also say that while we're talking about not up for order, what else is not up for order?
Yeah, the Huns.
Yeah, the Rough Riders.
The Rough Riders. I forgot what their name was.
Your Attilian Rough Riders are not in this release.
Yeah, which is strange because Solar was.
Yes.
But whatever.
Also, not in this release is the upgrade sprue that they.
Yeah.
In this release, this is the first one that is a new unit that was not in the Cadia Stands box, besides the heroes.
Yeah.
Because this is the heavy weapon squad. So this is not a new data sheet because there is no distinction between Cadian heavy weapon squad and normal heavy weapon squad. This is just a new sculpt. Worth noting, they did also reduce the base size from 60 to 50.
That's weird that they would reduce the base size.
Yes.
But yeah.
Not pictured is the missile launcher you can build them with or the mortar that you can build them with. And I say that because the mortar is probably the best one.
Oh, really?
These guys are very, very squishy.
Oh, yeah.
It's also a heavy weapon.
So they don't want to move.
You don't want to move. They take up a heavy support slot, so you really only want to use them with normal infantry squads.
Yeah.
And having a back capping guy with a mortar shot is probably the best use of them.
Is he one of the, no line of sight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mortars can shoot from out of line of sight. And then we get to the thing I'm actually excited about. Actually, that's not true. I'm excited about the characters, but the Rogal Dorn.
Yeah, Rogal Dorn's that model's amazing.
Yeah.
People that don't like 40k will see that and go, I need that tank.
And a lot of people are saying it doesn't look very 40k. I disagree.
I think it looks it's the best guard tank that they have put out, in my opinion.
Yeah, because you don't particularly like the Leman Russ.
I don't like guard, but
Right.
I don't necessarily like the Leman Russ. It's a little too shorty for me.
And this one still has that World War I look.
Yeah.
But there's definitely some World War II leaning into this. That's a KV-1 chassis, which Chris will understand, but it's a Soviet tank chassis, basically from World War II. So it's interesting. It's loaded with guns. That oppressor cannon is absolutely hilariously powerful. It's 17 wounds. It's very good. You cannot squadron these, so you can only have one in a unit as opposed to Leman Russ, which can travel in packs of 3.
Yeah, you have to make a choice between one really good tank or 3 pretty good tanks.
Yeah. It's 250 points as opposed to 150 points. So I would say it's a flat side grade.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to want a lot of these in your list, but one is going to be nice.
It's not a mistake to take one.
No. Field ordnance batteries, on the other hand, probably a mistake to take these. Because, here's the thing. Indirect fire, but that's gotten nerfed.
Yeah.
These things really need orders. And I don't know. They're just very squishy for their cost. If you want a heavy-hitting gun, you take a tank for 20 more points.
And these guys are also heavy support?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're 130 points for 2.
Wow. That's pretty expensive.
Now, the heavy lance cannon shot is heavy 2, strength 10, 4 AP.
Sure, it's last cannon.
It's better than last cannon, because last cannon's strength 9, 3 AP.
I thought it was
D6. No, the heavy last cannon is better.
Wow.
And you get 4 shots from the unit.
It's true.
But you're going to get 1 shot and die.
Yeah.
I would rather have... Well, actually, I'd rather have these guys. This is the new Sentinel.
Oh, would you look at that?
This can be able as a scout or armored. These are very good in the new codex. Probably actually due for a points increase. I would
You think so?
I think they're going to go
you
up
said they're what?
5.
40 and 45?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would expect these to go up a little bit. They're very efficient for what they do.
I hope they don't, so that you put your 18...
I mean, I can still do that. It would just be like 600 points instead of 540.
That's fair. That's not even that big of a deal.
Then we got the Baneblade. So this is pretty important. You mentioned this.
Yeah. What did I mention?
The kit change.
Oh, yeah. So this is the Baneblade re-box.
Yes.
But it also gets a new sprue.
Yeah.
Which puts what new one in it?
So, well, it's not... The new sprue is actually an extra sponson sprue.
Oh, is that the one that was, available separate on their website?
I think so.
Oh,
Basically, if you
okay.
wanted to use all the sponsons, which are now free,
Yeah.
you had to buy them, you had to go get the upgrade kit.
Uh...
Now, the more important thing, though, is that previously the Baneblade was split into 2 different boxes, 3 variants in each box, and now it's all variants in 1 box.
It was?
Yes.
I swear it was because the back of the Baneblade box had 8 different pictures on it.
It was 4 and 3, but we did used to have 2 different Baneblade boxes.
I do not recall this.
I do.
Okay.
Anyway, they're all in 1 now.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Leman Russ.
This is the important one. This one I do remember.
Because this was split 3 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's all in 1 box, which is super amazing.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to worry about it anymore.
You don't have to buy 2 kits to get everything. And
Yeah. Almost all of the weapons are valid and usable. The Gatling guns not great.
Sure, I mean it's an infantry clearer.
Yeah, and it's not great for that. And then there's the
you have lasguns for that.
the Nova cannon is also not particularly great. All the others are pretty valid side grade options.
Sure.
The basic cannon is good. The Demolisher is still good, but short range. The Vanquisher ignores your invulns.
That's fantastic.
You get one shot, but it's strength 15. Ignore your invuln.
Not my demons.
So
my demons don't care.
And then we get a model that is new but not new.
Yeah, this was kind of a surprise for both of us.
We noticed the Primaris Psyker went off the web store. And the old Primaris Psyker was resin.
Yeah.
This is the new Primaris Psyker, except this model was available previously in Blackstone Fortress Escalation expansion.
Yeah.
Because it says Blackstone Fortress, but what it leaves out is that not the base game.
Right.
It was specifically the expansion.
It was the expansion that also had the cultists in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Signs of the Flame is what I think. No, that's a
Warcry.
Cultists of the Abyss.
Cultists of the Abyss, that's what it is. But yeah, this model looks great. I don't know if she has an oversized head or if she just looks a little short.
I think she has an oversized head.
Okay.
Because it's bursting with power.
That's fair. But yeah, it looks fantastic. It looks way better than the old one.
These are basically the only way to unlock the Psyker discipline, because the only other one who can take it is like the Astropath, and they can't take all of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they can only take the first 3. And one of the ones you want to take is something that makes you only hittable on a 4.
Oh, wow. Holy crap.
You can plop that on a Rogal Dorn.
That's dumb.
Yes. Or a Baneblade.
Where's your 2 up to hit now, sucker?
Yeah, no, exactly. You plop that on there, and...
Wow, that's great.
No, absolutely valid to bring. Probably not, like, mandatory for the army.
Yeah.
But you probably want one.
Yeah.
I have 2 of this model, so I won't be getting one, but...
But they'll be hitting the board.
Yeah. And then we got the data cards. Chirp, 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 chirp. Moving on.
Data cards are fine.
Hey, Mitchell, you want to talk about diceflation?
Yeah, so we don't know how much these are going to be. But
No.
these Slaves to Darkness is not the one that just came out. It was the Black Legion?
Yes.
The Black Legion dice just came out, and they were $35.
For 15.
For 15 dice.
They used to be 38.
For 20 dice. And the Slaves to Darkness dice are 20. We don't know the price yet. Oh, no, because they're up for pre-order.
Yes.
Yeah, so we should know the price, and I wish I'd have looked that up. They were. So yeah, diceflation.
For 40K at least.
For 40K, it might just be that the Slaves to Darkness dice were already like being.
I think they were.
Whatever. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, get your specialty dice for slightly less money technically, but also less dice.
And these dice are okay.
Yeah, these dice are fine. They are better than some of the more recent ones. They at least have like a slight texture to them. They're easy to read. I like them better than the last like 4 that they've put out.
Yes.
And that's being a guard hater.
And then we get the army print. This is signed at least. That's cool. It is nice art.
I wish it would have been Lord Solar.
It is, but you know what? I'm just happy that GW is actually allowed to credit their artists now, because that's something they don't do anymore.
That's true.
Although it does say it's signed by artist Lewis Jones, it doesn't say that Lewis Jones actually made the art.
Drew It's true. It could be. It's an artist. It doesn't have to be the same artist.
Hey Louis, I need you to sign 200 of these, but I didn't. Louis, I don't. I didn't ask. And then so I'm super excited about all of this, except for the data cards
and the dice.
I'm probably gonna pick one of the dice.
Oh,
sucker!
Come on.
But the fun times don't end.
The fun times don't
end. The good
end.
times roll, because we've got Necromunda stuff.
Yeah.
Our other love, the one we actually share.
That's true. What? Or you mean I don't like guard?
Because you don't like guard.
Oh, okay.
So this is something you can excited about. And this one, you specifically have played with these guys.
Yes, I did. I allied with them with my Cawdor because my leader died and I needed to ally with someone. And they did pretty well. One of the 2 side guys, the really strong guys, died the first game he went on the board. Like 6 died. But the rest of the guys did pretty well. The only one that I'm kind of on and off about is the dwarf in the back. But he has a really sweet coat, and I like his mask.
He's got a Plague Doctor mask.
He has a Plague Doctor mask, and I like it.
So these are the corpse harvesting cards from the Mercator Pallidus.
Yep, they're one of the allies that you can anybody can ally with them.
Yeah,
and you get cool stuff. I also really like those servo skulls.
Yeah,
they look really sweet. That one, I think that one's giving CPR to a corpse.
I don't think that's what he's doing.
It's the healing one. He heals them.
The corp. No. And here's something. So those guys' rules have good rules, and these guys don't.
They're old Necromunda rules.
Rex
which
Spires.
means they need updated.
Get it? Because he Rex Spires? Huh? Yeah, that's literally what the demolition guy is. Rex Spires.
I didn't even
destroy Spires.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
And then Estus is
Estus Jet is she has a collar that has test subject on it.
Yeah.
With the letters faded off.
Yep.
So not exactly inventively named. They're two bounty hunters. Neither of them have great rules, but those are great sculpts.
Yeah, the sculpts look fantastic.
I want to use Estus as something.
Yeah.
I don't know what she would fit in great with Orlok or Escher.
Mm-hmm.
He would fit in great with Orlok, actually.
Yeah, he'd be a sweet Orlok with a scar on his head and a mechanical eye and a mechanical arm and a mechanical arm.
Yeah, I think he has all four. I think he's got one good limb.
Yeah, he has one actual leg. But yeah, those sculpts look amazing.
So yeah, that's probably going on to my eventual when we make a Forge World order list and I have a lot of money.
Yeah,
I'll order them. It won't be on this release, baby, because
you don't have a lot of money now.
I need to decide how many tanks I want. And you've got Ajex Gorgoth. Ajex, sorry, Lord of the Fist, the most Goliath to have ever Goliath.
Yeah, you can see his belly in there a little bit. He has a tummy window.
I think Gorshiv Hammerfist is still the most Goliath.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Hammerfist is pretty Goliath.
That being said, this guy's also very Goliath.
Yeah. With the tallest chainsaw mohawk on the face of the planet.
So yeah, you said when Gorslav came out
when Gorslav came out, I said I'm not a huge fan of the aesthetic of Goliath. Again, I'm converting all mine.
But it's a great model.
Both of them are. I like his iron nose.
Yes.
The jaw makes sense.
Yes.
But the nose is really funny to me.
And then we got some Black Library stuff that.
Yeah.
Worth noting, of course, that all of the Necromunda things are Forge World and will be in resin and only available on Forge World.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the potential price on the Corpse Grinder Party because it's 6 models.
That's gonna be like $90.
Yeah.
At best, and I'm ugh. So yeah, that's all that's coming up for pre-order next Saturday. I, of course, am super pumped for all of the guard stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I think you are pumped for is potentially the Mercator, Pallidus, but price pending.
Yeah, price pending. If it's cheap enough, I'll probably go for it. But it's Forge World, so it won't be.
Yeah. Well, when these Astra Militarum things drop, I think I'll be doing a slight opening and review of them.
Oh, yeah.
Talking a little more about my
you're going to
army.
be buying a bunch of it, so you might as well.
The only one... So I don't think I'm going to buy any more Sentinels.
Because you already have 6?
They're also really cheap on eBay.
Oh, fair.
These people are parceling out the Cadia stance box.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'll buy a Baneblade to start.
Yet.
They're so iconic, I want one.
Yeah. Honestly, I just picked up Gene Stealer Cults thinking about buying one. But, you know,
oh my God.
It's a ways away. I have the Start Collecting box and a Baneblade.
Would you at least show up to Friday night and play with us once before you do that?
I want to do it this week.
I'm going to square all your bases, Mitchell.
No, don't square my bases. Or definitely don't hex them.
I will hex your bases.
So yeah, the excitement has reached its peak, and Josh will be giddy with building and also sad with building.
Yeah, the only thing that is I'm waiting. I'm not into the Rough Riders.
Yeah,
they're an incredibly powerful unit.
Yeah,
probably gonna get nerfed. Maybe you mentioned we might see this as a Stormcast Dragons.
Yeah, where they're gonna get a points increase before they come out.
They probably need it.
Yeah.
I did want to see the Castellan.
Yeah.
Because he's the generic, cheaper version that you can kind of work with if you're going a more mechanical heavy army or something else, but you still want the orders.
Yeah.
And I really did want to see the upgrade sprue.
Isn't the upgrade sprue just what it doesn't have any rules, right?
It's just cosmetic.
It's just cosmetic.
It had a lot of really cool cosmetic stuff on there that I want to see.
Okay, fine.
Look, when you're playing guard and you've got a billion Cadian infantry squads, you need some way to make them look different.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. If I played guard, I would not put a single infantry on my table. Not one. It would all be tanks.
And I'm going to be mostly tanks. And speaking of tank, we're going to leave this on the picture of the best tank, the best boy, the Rogal Dorn.
I agree. That's fantastic.
MVP model of 2023.
I mean, we're in January.
I've already decided. That's it from us this week. We will see you next week on the Sunday Preview Rundown.
I'm Mitchell.
I've been Josh.
Bye.